All right, awesome. So, hey guys, welcome to the Brain Dump podcast. This is Audrey. How are
Hello.
you?
I'm great. Fantastic. Both of us are not morning people, so we're really doing this for real.
Yeah, yeah. I'm so glad. Thank you for taking the time to do this. I'm like really excited to have you on.
Yay. I'm
Yeah.
happy to be here. Truly, it's honestly my first podcast ever, so I have no clue what to expect.
Okay.
I'm just here.
Cool. That makes me really happy. I'm like super excited about it. So I know you're like primarily a model, correct? Like you do a lot
Um,
of photo shoots and stuff like that.
I wouldn't. Yes, I model, but I think it's more so of like I specifically model my work, if that makes sense. Like I creative direct.
Oh,
So all
cool.
the
Okay.
shoots that you see on my media or anywhere that I am modeling, majority of the time it's something that I produced, creative directed, art directed,
hmm
contributed in a lot of ways. But yeah, so yes, model, but it's mostly for my work and what I do.
Oh, awesome. Okay. And what made you like get into it, like start it?
I don't know. Funny enough, I know we met on Bumble Business, and funny enough, that's when I started being like, oh, like maybe I need photos because I got my Bachelor of Fine Arts in Musical Theater,
Oh, cool.
and at the
Okay.
time I was like a senior,
Yeah.
and I was like, what am I gonna do with my life? Like, no idea. Like, I didn't want to do theater. Like, I love live performance, but it wasn't something I really, really, really wanted to do. So I just was like, you know what? I'm gonna do a photo shoot, match with someone, did a photo shoot, and then I
Cool.
realized it was something that I was like, whoa, I like contorting my body for an image, weirdly enough. And then I started modeling even more. And honestly, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, I didn't even realize I was creative directing or making concepts or like making these ideas or
Yes.
characters.
hmm
Didn't know, wasn't, until someone pointed it out to me. So I
Yeah.
guess I kind of got it kind of snowballed into this what I do now, creative direction. But that's because of all the people that have like told me and guided me and have been like, "Oh, Audrey, like this is what you're doing." And I didn't
Yeah.
realize until like literally 2
Like
years
a
ago.
title on it.
Yeah, no, I didn't
Yeah.
know what it was. I just liked doing it. It was fun. It was
That's really
art.
cool.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I guess that's how I like improperly got into it.
That's cool. So you felt like were you creative? I guess you were always creative. Like were you creative
In
like
my
before
my
that?
child, my
Yeah.
child years, children years. No. Yeah, I guess my whole family did theater.
Really?
We all
Okay.
performed,
That's
but
pretty cool.
it wasn't like, "Oh, we're theater people." It wasn't like very performative. We just liked performing on stage. It wasn't like, "Oh, we're so talented. We're going to go perform. That's what we're made to do." It was just like in my family did it all the time. So I just kind of got forced into it. There's
Okay.
these things called bios. When you're younger and you do theater when you're younger, you have to like do like a like who am I kind of
Like a
thing.
short little
And it was like, what got you into this show? And every time, like clockwork, I would say my parents made me do it because
That's
my whole
so
family
funny.
was like theater people, so they kind of forced me into it. So it
Yeah.
wasn't necessarily I was creative, not like this, not
hmm
what I do now, but I was creative in the sense of I was goofy and quirky, and I just didn't give a fuck.
That's
Truly,
really cool.
that's
Yeah.
it.
That's funny because I did theater too, but I feel like for a different reason. Like I just always liked people, and I was like, oh, this is like how I can like
Get to know
yeah.
people.
Because in every other class, I would just like sit there at my desk, and I'm just like, who is
Well, this like
everyone?
gets you
Like
up, and it's not gonna get you up in a PE run the mile pacer test kind of get you up. It's a
yeah.
you better talk to people, look people in the eye, and like get to know them. That's like how
Yeah.
I
You
thought.
have to.
Yeah, and theater kind of like makes you. It's weird. Like I'm happy that was like my start, and what I think
hmm
it gave me confidence in what I looked like, who I was, and also just like knowing yourself. I think everyone has a different way of finding out who they are,
Yeah.
and obviously we're all still figuring out. Like I'm fucking 24. Like I'm not that
Yeah.
old to where I'm like I know myself. But I
Exactly.
think I figured out through theater like my confidence in getting to know people,
hmm
which is I guess the name of the game where we are.
Definitely.
Los Angeles, right?
Yeah, it's definitely about that, and like you'll meet so many people, and it's like obviously good to make a first impression, but you have to like be yourself at the same
Oh,
time.
absolutely. I
Yeah.
think a lot of people struggle with, oh my God, I need to meet this person. This person likes this type of person, so I'm going to be this person for them. No, honey bunchkins, like they're going to figure out who you are really quickly if you lie. So it's like, might as well
Definitely.
just like be yourself in any way, shape, or form. You don't have to force it. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like a lot of people push this agenda, like, oh my God, I have to be everything to this person right now or they will never know. I'm like, no. How do you get to know people? You talk to them, you figure them out, you like have these conversations.
Yeah, definitely.
You won't know people until over time. I think over time you figure it out.
Definitely, yeah. And I feel like there's a temptation to like fit into like one thing, like fit into like a title of like I'm a model.
Bro,
like...
why I always have this conversation because I just did a photo shoot.
Yeah.
Fuck, what is it called? Oh my God. I did this. Oh, fuck, I remember. It's called multifaceted. But multifaceted, the word face is in it. So I put multi-face and I capitalized the face part about it. And it pretty much is a concept based off of like I'll read the concept entirely, but it's literally answering that question or like the turmoil of that question of like, what do you do exactly? Like, this is exactly what it is. It's
the turmoil.
It's called Many creative individuals have been asked the daunting question of what do you do exactly? Some people find the one thing they gravitate towards, and that is that. But others do a multitude of things to satisfy that always staying busy life itch. It all boils down to the individual's pressure to be all the hats they have been identified as, and how to keep up with it. With a smile on their face and all eyes on them, as many people say, the eyes are the window to the soul, and it's obvious they are in pain and struggling to find an answer. So I feel like I did that concept because I was like, fuck, like I hate being asked. So like, you do that too? But like, no, what do you do? What's the one thing you do? And I'm like, there isn't one thing.
Yeah, that's not.
Like, why would I? We're all human. We all feel different things, right? So why would we do one thing? Like, obviously, surgeons out there, or doctors or, lawyers, that's your one thing, okay? Period. Creatives, there's not one thing you do. That's just a fact. Any creative. You can still be like, yeah, I'm a musician. And I'm like, how many instruments do you play? How do you sing?
Yeah, there's so many
are you in a
types.
band? Do you market yourself? You know what I mean? Like, you are literally so many hats in this world. It's impossible to find that one thing that you do. And I hate being identified as like, oh, this is you.
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
It doesn't like fit. And like, I feel like, because I always like wanted to be a musician, and I had like a fantasy of myself being a musician.
What did you play?
I mostly did like production.
Okay.
Like I started just like
producing.
Yeah,
music,
that's how
beats.
I started.
Yeah.
Because I was never really into music as like a kid. I sort of got into it later, where like I got like a guitar and a bass,
and
I
like,
would just
wow,
like play by myself.
This tickles my brain in so many ways.
And I liked it, but I feel like it's like I really wanted to connect with people more than just make the music. Like, it wasn't about
you
that
don't want to
for
be
me.
in the
It was
shed
like,
by yourself
no, that's
making
not
music.
me.
Like, you want to be in the shed with a bunch of homies
Exactly.
making music. Yeah, fair.
Yeah, so I made music, but I didn't feel like I would like tell people I'm a musician, but it didn't like feel right. Like I felt like I didn't really feel like I had like one title. Like I feel like I just wanted to like connect people together and like do music for the sake of
hence why you
like,
have this
connecting
podcast.
people.
I
Exactly.
feel like,
That's why I have the podcast.
Because it's fun to like, you get to know people really quickly, like a cute conversation. Like, and we're not even really like, we're going through the flow of it. We're not really like, these are my questions. Like, let me get my notebook out. Like, no, it's free flowing, which is nice because that's what a human conversation is. And I think like people have a tendency to, like try to figure people out really quickly, but it's nice to just like get to know one another like via this podcast. And that's why you're like, oh, I'd much rather connect people than be by myself.
Definitely.
Which is like fantastic, which is a great niche to have because most people like don't care.
That's so weird to me. Like,
no, it is weird. People don't care. They don't care about getting to know people, or when you go to an event, I observe a lot of people, and I'm like, there's like 3 different types of people that when you go to an event. There's the people that just want to party, get drunk, like to each their own, right? Then there's the people that are there to network. They're like, I'm here to meet people, and if I'm going to meet 5 people today. And then there's like the people that don't even know why they're there. They're just like, I'm just here because like I don't want to be inside.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? There's like 3 different types of people when you go to an event or like a club. So it's interesting. It's interesting why people are the way they are. Like when you see them introduce each other, or like sometimes it's like, oh, I just came out here because I didn't want to be inside, but I'm meeting people. And there's the people like, oh, I know that person. I'm gonna meet them. I'm gonna figure out who
They're
they
like
are.
have someone in
Yeah,
mind.
they were like,
Yeah.
I know this person's gonna be at the event. Like I'm gonna like,
Like,
I don't
dress,
know what's going on.
They're like they dress like for
they
them,
dress
that
for them.
person.
Bro, I will never dress for people. I'll only dress for myself.
Yeah.
I've always been that way. Like if you see baby photos of me, I look fucking stupid as shit. But my mom like made the decision. She was like, they're gonna figure out their
They're
style.
gonna do it.
Yeah, they're gonna. Bro, it wastes so much time if my mom's like, try this on, and I'm like, no. Like, might as well just let the kids wear what they want to wear. It's less work that way.
Yeah. Were you like picky about that? Like even as a young kid, were you
Like
like I wanna wear
clothes?
this?
I don't honestly,
Or
bro.
you just like didn't care?
I don't fucking remember. Like I don't remember
Yeah.
my childhood in terms of like clothes. I remember Halloween. I remember always being a vampire, always being
That's cool.
what the fuck is a witch? Why do you think my name's Peanut Wizard? Come on.
Oh yeah.
No, it's just like I don't remember, but I remember my mom telling me. She was just like, "Yeah, you guys wore whatever you wanted." Like I looked at you and I was like, "This is ridiculous," but at the same time, like that's how you figure
That's
out.
like a kid.
Yeah, you figure. Like I work with kids. Like observe them, and they have to sometimes figure it out for themselves. How do you think they find their identity? They don't find it by someone shoving an agenda or shoving their views on or values on there. Obviously, good values like being kind to people, like that's good to shove down a you know. These days, guys, these days are fucking crazy. Los Angeles right now, riots going on. Really very tragic things going on with people getting stripped from their families. Like the one thing we can shove down fucking kids' throats is being kind. 100%. But you don't tell them what to wear. Don't tell them what to wear though.
Like personal choice.
No,
like,
personal choice, like freedom. Like you have like free reign to be who you are and what you want to be. That's why people move to Los Angeles, right? They're like,
Oh, it turned off. Hold on.
We have a technical difficulty where the camera turned off on us. It really doesn't want to be awake right now. I love that you shoot on a Sony. I have a Sony.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Is it the
A7R3?
Okay. I have the A6.
Also, it's white. I like that it's white.
Yeah, I found the white one.
No, I like the white one.
I actually wanted the white. Like I waited to get the white one.
Really?
I wanted it to be white. Yeah.
I'm surprised it turns off so premature.
It's funny. I looked up. I had to look up a video on how to get it to not turn off, and they're like, yeah, you can set it to max 30 minutes, but you can't disable it.
That's ridiculous.
And I was like, and everyone in the comments was really upset. I was like,
bro, they're like, why do they do that? Why isn't it an on and off setting?
Yeah.
That's how I feel about life. Why can't I pause my life real quick? I sometimes sit in my room and I'm like, wow, I'm very grateful for where I am. I'm really grateful for I have a house. I have a loving family. I have a cat that where the fuck is he? No idea. He'll have I'm hoping that he comes in for a second. But I don't know. I look around and I'm like, wow, I'm really grateful. But then at the same time, I'm like, I wish I could turn it off just for a second. Pause. Click the movie. Yeah, that's how I feel. I'm I just want to fucking pause for a second. Mm-hmm. Everyone pause. Everyone. Just for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Because you never
Clock Stoppers.
Yeah, Clock Stoppers. Is that
it's another movie.
I was thinking the first thing that I thought of was Time. You remember that movie with fuck, it's not Emma Roberts, it's not Emma Watson. It's fucking La La Land.
Emma Stone.
Yeah. Oh my god, there's so many
it.
fucking Emmas out there. Shout out to Emma Stone. She's a real one.
Yeah,
it's with her and Justin Timberlake.
Oh, okay.
You know where they're they have their time.
I haven't seen it, but maybe I'll watch it.
No, it's a futuristic. I'll send it to you. It's pretty cool.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, it's crazy. Life is crazy, guys. Right now, it's crazy. At least people need to chill, take a deep breath.
Definitely.
And I think I was talking about with my friend the other day, just art in general, and I have so many fucking diaries. They're in that cabinet. I have so many diaries. I don't really write. I'm not a writer. I don't write in them.
Mm-hmm.
But I realized like all my shoots are like miniature diary entries of like how I feel.
Okay.
And I like wanted to
That's
make
really
a
cool.
book about like just like each shoot, because they are all like miniature poems, tiny story inserts that all reflect something of how I feel. And honestly, I went through a really recently a really traumatic event. Probably the craziest thing. Fuck Cabo, by the way. You know, I know you guys rely on your what is it? Tourism. But terrible experience.
Okay.
Not with the people, with like something that happened. My dad went in the hospital. It was a whole he's been in for he just got out. But I learned like I did a shoot based off of that, because I was like, I don't know how else to like express myself. I don't know how else to like move through it.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'm like treading water and like moving through mud. And I made a shoot. It's not out yet, but it's pretty much being like misplaced. It's called Misplaced. And like, have you ever like lost a chapstick? Like you're like, fuck, I buy like 10 of these on Amazon and I keep losing like chapstick.
Yeah.
I did that, not with my chapstick, but I did a shoot based off of feeling misplaced and disheveled and like no matter what you do. And this girl's wearing like business attire, but it's like maximalist business attire with like layers and layers, and she's just trying to like pull herself together for an interview and like trying to be like normal, but like everywhere she goes, like her house is in shambles, like, but it's a reflection of what she feels like in her head. Like she could be like super like put together like in real life and have a clean house, but like her brain is just spaghetti. She has no clue.
Yeah,
So
like
it's called,
she's trying really hard.
Yeah, so it's called Misplaced, because I just feel like,
that.
at the time in my life, like when I did that shoot was like a couple weeks ago, I literally was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what's wrong. I can't like place it.
Yeah.
But like I realize that's what I do with my shoots. Like I don't know how to fucking write in a diary. I don't know how to sit down and just like write. I don't know. Like I could if I really, but I feel forced. I was like, this doesn't feel genuine. And so I'll make a whole entire shoot. I don't know why. It's 10 times harder. It's 10 times harder than writing a page in your diary sitting on your butt on your bed. But like, I just don't know how else to express myself at all. It's really weird.
It's like pulling you to do this shoot.
Yeah.
Something's like,
it was like I needed to do it, or else like I would feel overstimulated and lost.
Yeah.
But like,
that's really cool.
It's kind of like I go through stages of grief when I do a shoot. I'm like, like in denial, like it's never gonna happen. Like it, you know,
like when you're planning for it.
Yeah, when I'm planning for it, and then I go into anger, like fuck, like why isn't this fit not working, or like why aren't these people like scheduling it with me properly, like, and then I'll go into like, I don't know, it's like the 5 stages of grief, 4 stages.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but it's like I go through them, and then at the end it's like acceptance. And so I like finally, while I'm doing the shoot, I accept, like, you know, coulda, shoulda, woulda had that hairdo, coulda, shoulda, woulda done like a little bit liner, but I'm accepting where I am right now during the shoot, because there's nothing I can do about it. It's like weird. I realized like my photo shoots, I go through like 5 stages of grief or whatever, like how many stages they are. And I'm like, wow, that's like how I didn't realize I was doing that. It's like
that's really cool. Yeah. I feel like, because like when I'll be making music, I'll feel like that too, where I just like, I'm trying so hard, but it like doesn't sound good. Or I'm like, why doesn't it sound good? And I have to like stop and then come back to it like multiple times.
And then you're like, wait, I haven't touched this piece of music for 5 months. Like, I guess this is a question for you, and it's to do with my art. It's what gravitates you towards it to like have an interview with me. I guess like that's out of curiosity to me. I've never really been interviewed, so I guess it's just really interesting to me when people like want to pick my brain. I'm like, really? Oh, cool.
Yeah, I think you're like a really interesting person, and I think the artwork like speaks for itself. Like there's so, like, you're doing a lot of things that like I feel like I'm not seeing often in photos.
Like what?
Like just like with colors, with like your hair, with like what you're wearing, and like this, even like the poses are like so
eerie,
exaggerated, and like high fashion, but just like your own. if
like,
that makes sense.
I feel like when I pose, I'm a dancer, so
okay.
my body can contort.
Yeah.
Not like crazily. I'm not a contortionist, but contort in the way of it, and not a normal model would.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of my work, I feel like I'm going through different skins, and I hop into different characters because like each emotion I feel isn't always going to be an alien, isn't always going to be a lizard, isn't always going to be like a zombie or a goblin or a witch. Yeah, like a vampire. Like those certain emotions are invoked with different characters who have different hairs, who are different from different worlds. Like I feel like I like change skins in a video game. Like
like Fortnite.
Yeah, if I Fortnite for sure. I feel like that's like how I talking about. Cut to we had technical difficulties, but we're back, guys.
Yeah.
What's up? I mean, obviously you can't because it's edited, but we're figuring shit out real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And we wanted Turnip to say hi. Honestly, Turnip is a special guest on my photo shoots. He periodically comes in and out of my shoots.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Just because sometimes I like the really highly edited ones downstairs with a blanket, that blanket behind you, and we just Photoshop my body. No, I'm serious.
Cool.
It takes so much work.
Yeah.
That I'm not super involved in, other than like my shots. Like funny enough, I need to by the end of the week select a few photos for an Easter shoot. It's literally June.
Okay.
It was from Easter. I just haven't.
Is it like Easter theme?
I was a bunny.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Here, I had a bunny prosthetic. I can show you.
I want to see it.
It's scary. Don't be scared.
Okay. I'll try not to. Oh my god, that's so
No,
cute.
I was a bunny. But this is literally like what it looks like. So keep an eye out and you'll see like what it will look like in the end. But
cool.
It's crazy.
Cool.
Crazy. He's very curious. He's like, "Why are you using your camera?"
Yeah, he's like, "What is?" Because I have like 3 cats, so he's probably,
he's sniffing that shit.
Yeah,
he loves animals.
And then when I get home, they're gonna like sniff it. Cause they're gonna be like, "Who
are they yours?"
One of them's mine, and then the 2 other ones are like my partners.
Fair.
So, yeah.
Fair.
But they're like all together.
Aw, they're friends, or like family, I guess.
Family. Yeah.
I know he doesn't have many family members other than me. My roommates would kill me if I had another animal.
Oh really? Do they already like not?
They fuck with him. He's fine.
Okay,
like,
cool.
I mean, he's a sweetheart.
Yeah.
But my roommate, one of them's allergic, so she she's tolerating him because she's allergic.
Yeah, it's crazy. A lot of people are allergic to cats, like more people than you'd think.
Yeah, and I don't like it.
No, it sucks.
You're inferior. Sorry. You need to quit being allergic. Stop.
I
Grow
would
up.
My life would be so much worse.
Bro, honestly, this man saved me. Like this man right over here, little baby.
Does he know?
No, fuck no, he does not. He does not. He's like, food.
Yeah.
Food. Where were you? Why did you leave me?
Mm-hmm.
He's not like, oh, Mom, you are the
bills.
the best human being ever to take care of me, and nothing can top that. Yada 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 yada. Blah blah blah. No, he doesn't give a single fuck.
Yeah.
Like, look at him. Oh.
That's the crazy thing about cats to me is like they don't really know like what you're doing for them.
I know. They're just there and they're so cute. Come here. Come here.
Yeah.
He's going to go up to his bed, but he doesn't know how.
He's like, where is it?
Yeah, I know. Literally, it's blocked. Where is my bed? But yeah. Oh, cutie. I need to groom him.
Mm-hmm. He's very hairy.
Yeah.
So we were talking about your photo shoots and the bunny one.
Easter bunny one. Yeah.
Do you because I noticed you go like, do you like, because you do like costume design almost like for
I style.
You style.
Yeah,
okay.
my friend, I wouldn't call myself a designer. I do
I
not
see.
sew or create my own original pieces, but like I love having a makeup artist. I love having any help possible.
Mm-hmm.
But, I'm not always going to like force people to work with me. And so like I know I can style myself, so I'm not too worried about that aspect of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I want a photographer. I want someone to do my makeup, hair, yes, but like styling, that could be done by me. And like and then having a second eye with everyone who's on the team. You know what I mean?
That's cool.
So I style it. I don't necessarily design. But styling is something that's really fun and a good part of it's important, I think.
Yeah.
In a lot of photography, people are like, oh, the setting of the area. Like, I'm actually working with this girl, and, you know, I told her, I was like, let's shoot around my neighborhood. And she was concerned because she was like, I don't want it to look too, like, basic or yada yada. And I was like, it doesn't matter where you are. If you're wearing a cool ass fit, if your makeup's done up and your hair's done up, doesn't matter where you are.
Yeah, I think it's almost cool. It can be really charming in a way, especially when the background is like contrasting with like what you look like, because it's like, oh, like this person just like teleported there from like another dimension.
Oh, right. Like that. No, like, it feels like it's an entirely different human being.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I like it. I feel like I'm like I feel like I'm definitely just like an avatar, and I change every time. And even my makeup artist, shout out to Dana Melissa Beauty, thank you, I love you. She's like, you always changed like personality, like you method, like when you're like when I was a clown. I know, I'm serious, like I literally love clowns, and when I was a clown I became this like crazed personality, like goofy as fuck. It was insane. It was really fun. He found his tree.
Like, is it only like when you're shooting, or is it like the whole process like of becoming it?
Honestly, like I'm when Dana does my makeup and when Finn does my hair, the punk stylist, sorry, I'm adding them because they're my homies. But when they do it, I'm just like so like that's our time to catch up. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm so tired. So I'm not really getting into it. When I get the fit on though, like it's over. It's over. Literally. Like I think that type of character analysis and character develop. Oh my god, my tummy. Sorry, I'm really hungry. I know I'm gonna eat a big meal, but no, I think I become that character once the whole fit and the whole vibe and the vision is like perfectly cemented, I guess you would say. Yeah, it's like a weird process, honestly. And funny enough, it's like weird to talk about like photo shoots because, you know, in the beginning of my career, I guess, or whatever I was doing in terms of creativity, I was an actor. Am.
No, I get it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like I love acting, and I love and I think I put that in a lot of my work because it's, you know, when you become a character, you act in a way. You're like not becoming something other than yourself. You're still being human. I mean, obviously if I'm an alien, not human, but you know what I mean? Like having that human behavior, but in a different skin, in a different, like, given circumstances. So I think that's what's interesting about it.
Yeah, that's really cool.
But
yeah, I was gonna ask about that. Like, do you have a desire to do like acting stuff?
Oh yeah, I think that's like what I want to gravitate myself towards even more so now. I have a problem of procrastinating the inevitable, and if like in that way, I'm like, inevitably I am going to submit myself. Why not just do it now?
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, why not? Why am I waiting? Who am I waiting for? There's no one I'm waiting for. Like, do I feel like I'm not ready? Well, you won't know until you try. I think that's with everything. You won't know who you are, what you're going to do, unless you do something about it to get to that. Yeah. It's always a journey. Everything's a journey. Everything's a process. Everything develops in some sort of way, but you won't be able to develop if you don't do anything about it. I think that's like what people get confused. They're like, oh my God, I'm never going to get there. I'm like, well, if with that attitude, fuck no, you're not. You know what I mean? It takes little steps or big steps.
Yeah. But I feel like you always have like some way, like no matter like where you are in life, there's always like something that you can do to like push yourself along, like just a little thing, or like
and honestly, sometimes the people around you are who you hang out with. That like, I was talking about this with my friend, and she was telling me about so-and-so, whatever. And these people, very down, very low, very depressed. And like, you know, and this is not to bash on people who have depression. Like, I feel like everyone has a has their own battles and demons that they're going through.
Mm-hmm.
But when you see your friends uplifting you and you're also just being like, no, 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 and you're like bringing them down, you're bringing them down with you. You are who you hang out with.
Yeah.
There's who you surround yourself, unmotivated people, people who don't want to do anything, people who mensch on other people for their progress, success, whatever, yada, yada, yada. It's a team. To me, it's a team effort.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my homies, like, we're like, okay, we're going to be in the ups. Doesn't matter when, who cares? We're here for the journey. But at the end of the day, we are going to be up because we're working as a team. It's not necessarily an individual game.
Totally.
Ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Mm-hmm.
We have our individual battles and developments and things that we need to process through. And, you know, that's why, honestly, I've been single for a while. I don't think I'm unable to have a relationship. I just don't think that's like one in the cards for me right now.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'm in an individual process. We can be a team, we can be homies.
Yeah.
But like I'm in an individual journey to like figure out myself, and that's where the individuality comes from.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, it's a group effort. We're all going crazy with it and seeing progress. But you are who you hang out with. If you're hanging out with cool ass people that you think are cool, I think it's all subjective. You know, some people think other people are cool. You know, whoever you think is cool and that you fuck with, I think that's important, especially in a creative realm. You know, especially in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
People just use you. They do. And, you know, I use my friends, but we use each other in the most like respectful way. We're just like, and it's not even used. I think that's a very, I guess, not necessarily a derogatory term, but like a very negative way of saying like we work together. You know what I mean? Like, like how I don't use Dana to do my makeup. Like I use her, but like in a way of I want to uplift her art and showcase it to the world.
Like
you know what I mean? Yeah, it's collaboration in its full form. Yeah. So I guess I honestly don't remember the question or what we were talking about, but
yeah, I mean,
you are who you hang out with. Period. That's it.
Yeah, I feel like that's true, and like that's why I like doing these because I get to like meet so many people, and honestly, like even like my best friends, I'll like do one of these with them, and I'll like learn new stuff.
You're like, oh my god, I didn't know that about
you. Because it just gets so deep,
right?
And it's like stuff that we don't talk about, like,
and a lot of things like. A lot of things that people go through, you know, they project in their art a lot. So when you're interviewing artists, they're like, yeah, like I felt this type of way because I was down bad and blah, blah, blah. And then you get into like their subtext of why they are down bad. You know what I mean? It all like it's like all a canal. It connects all together.
Yeah.
But I think it's interesting. People are interesting.
Yeah, and I feel like that's why I've always been attracted to art, because it's like a window to the soul of like, who is this person? And then like, what are they struggling with? Like you can sort of see that. And then like their journey of like how they mature. And it's like, you know, whether you have like a favorite actor, you have like a favorite musical artist, like they're their own person, and like they're not like they're making art for you as like an audience member, but they're also not, because like they're doing it for themselves. And like, it's crazy how like you can see an artist like change like over time. Like let's say you've been following like a artist for like 10 years,
right?
And like their later stuff is like completely different from like when they started making music.
It's evolution.
And like sometimes you can get attached. I feel like people get attached to things being one way, and they're like, oh, I wish like he still made like this type of music because that's like what I liked. But like if they kept on making the same thing, it would be like so like it wouldn't mean
how
anything.
They would develop as a human. I think art is ever changing because how people and artists feel are ever changing. You're not gonna feel like what was it, like even for example Billie Eilish, a lot of her music reflects what she's going through. Her first big album was crazy, and it was talking about just like love in a sense of just destruction and depression and feeling down bad, damn near. Then her recent album is like talking about, the most recent one is just like talking about her relationships with people and like the relationship to the public that she has. You know what I mean? But she wouldn't write that unless it was like what she's feeling in the present moment. That's just like an example. And same with if we think about like painters, like Van Gogh, like you could tell like when he did his self-portraits, he did multiple of them. But then there's that really famous one that people gravitate towards. but they don't look at the other art
Yeah.
that he does, even
Like
though
his
that's still a
journey.
part of him.
Yeah.
It's still a part of him. It's
Yeah.
very interesting. The
Yeah.
public eye and like herd mentality is so weird. Herd mentality is so weird to me. People just like, and I guess like I'm a not a victim. That's weird. I was gonna say a victim of it too, but I'm not
It's just like
innocent.
part of the human condition.
Yeah, it's-
maybe.
maybe.
You know?
But I think like free will. We have free will to choose like, do we want to be in that group of 100 people who believe in yada yada yada, or do we want to just like have our own values? And like individualism is such a unique thing.
Yeah.
Like when people like, some people come into my room, they're like, wow, this is like autism at its finest, and I'm like, I was like,
So weird.
okay, that's like, I know it's a weird thing to phrase
Yeah.
it, like it's everywhere, and I'm like, okay. And then, you know, a person who is insecure and wants to impress these people would change their room, right?
Yeah, and like
If anything,
yeah.
I'm not gonna fucking change my shit for
Don't.
shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's me, it's who I am. Like, cool, period. Like, if you think that way, but like, that's just like a tiny example of like how people have that herd mentality. They're like, oh, like shame, like they feel shame
Yeah,
about
for like what
themselves.
they like.
What they like, who
inside,
they
yeah.
are. And I think a lot of artists, tons of artists, feel shame about what they genuinely like to create because they're like, oh, I'm trying to impress the public eye because I need to be famous in order to make a living. Yeah, of course,
That stops you,
our
yeah.
dream is to make money off of what we do. But honestly, I like that I don't have a big budget for my shoots, because then it wouldn't be art. Like, it would feel forced. It would feel like, damn, we have to please the producers because they're expecting this. I'm not expecting shit when I get the photos back edited. You know what I mean? I'm just like, you're contributing, the photographer, the editor, whoever is contributing their 2 cents into a concept that I've felt in my heart. I was like, I feel this.
Yeah.
You believed in me. You can put your own 2 cents into it. Like,
Yeah.
how would you view this type of art and developing it? I don't know. I think it's just like, I guess I get heated. Obviously, you could tell my voice is getting aggressive, but I guess I'm just mad when people think art has to be monetized all the time. Why do they think they call them starving artists? Because those are the true artists. Because they don't like to make art for money.
Mhm. Yeah, and you can sort of tell like when I watch someone who's being like, you can sort of like get the clues of like, oh, this like feels like ingenuine, or it feels like they're doing it like for this instead of like,
yeah, they're doing
Yeah.
it for a company, and you know, oh, what was it? I just worked with a company, and they were talking about, you know, it has to be like I couldn't show my boobs, like, and I wasn't naked, but like I couldn't show cleavage.
okay,
Because it was going to go into like stores with like family members. And I was like, I get that. But like, didn't we all suck titties when we were younger? Like,
yeah, it's
you
just
know,
like a natural human.
yeah. Like,
thing.
what do you mean? Like,
Yeah.
just because I have like bigger tits, like I'm not allowed to show them. It just felt weird. But we have to do that to please the public eye, or like to please the people investing money into whatever project we're doing.
Yeah.
And I think it's just it restricts the creativity. I don't feel like I could work super I guess closely with a company who doesn't allow freedom of creativity.
Yeah.
That would be really hard for me.
Yeah, for sure. Do you feel like, have you done that a lot, like worked with companies, or just like one or like a few times? Just a few times.
No, I work for a TikTok agency, so I guess
Oh,
like
cool, okay.
we do like videography and stuff, but I'm like mostly behind the camera. Like I'm not
Oh, okay.
I'm
that's
not
cool.
super in front of it.
Yeah.
But there are things like I'm not allowed to do, or not that I'm not allowed to. They're just like, this is the strategy, and I can't like gravitate out
Away
of that.
from it. Yeah.
So I guess like that's an example of me working closely with a company, and like, but it's because we have to please the public eye. It's not because like they're like, oh, you can't be creative, Audrey. It's because like we have to like go with what the audience wants. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For me, I'm like, my photo shoots, the audience is whoever gravitate towards it and connects with it. Because that's
cool,
more
yeah.
genuine.
Yeah.
Why am I forcing and shoving my art down to people? Like, that's also why I don't post like my private life on social media. Like, maybe on my stories, kind of, but barely. It's easier to post just my art and make it my miniature art gallery than to explain myself and my what my personality is. You know, if you really want to get to know me, DM me.
Yeah.
DM me, message me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't like feeling like I post, you know, family vacation photos and they're like, oh my God, cool. Like, that looks like so much fun. Like, I know I want to be like, oh my God, I went on vacation and this is what happened. Like, verbally, in person to a person.
See. That makes sense.
You know?
Yeah.
That's why I also, like, stopped going on dating apps. And I know a lot of people do that as well, but, like, I stopped doing that because it just feels... And I probably have a profile floating around there, but because I don't know how to delete it.
Old,
like,
yeah.
I don't know how to delete it. Like, I deleted the apps. I don't know what's going on with my profiles, but I just stopped doing that because it just felt so forced. It's a cool way of getting to know people, but it's not always... The intentions are not there. My intentions are there, but the intentions of other people are completely different.
Yeah.
They just want my body.
Yeah, I feel that too. I feel like you're like, I feel like you can connect, like people try to connect. I feel like on dating apps a lot, it's like because you like want something like.
Well,
specific.
they feel alone.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, this is my personal opinion. It's not like people have different, you know, ways to do it, but like, you go on dating apps to feel validated that you are worth something. You know, you're like, and when I say worth something, you're like, oh, they messaged me, which means they thought I was attractive, which means like they potentially want to take me on a date. You know what I mean? It's dopamine. Yeah. It's addictive. It's like anything. Yeah, no, I think it's a very interesting concept, and it's a great idea. Like, you know, dating people online. Some people can't go outside. Some people are shy. Man, I don't fucking like going outside. Like, I like having my family dinners with my friends. I'd rather meet someone through a friend than meet online. And my first relationship was on a dating app, and it was great. It was a great relationship. I learned a lot, but those are like few and far between. I don't think a lot of those types of things would come about again. You know what I mean? It's like rare that you find someone that you're like, wow, you're cool, like, and you meet in person, and it's like, we didn't meet off a dating app. You know what I mean? Like, it's rare that you find that.
Yeah.
How'd you meet your partner?
Genuine. We actually met on a dating app.
Right?
Yeah.
How long have you been together?
We've been together for like almost 2 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you have a cat with each other.
We have 3.
Right.
It's cool. Yeah.
Do you think when you met them on a dating app, it would be something that, like, I guess, like, is your view on dating apps different from mine, or is it similar?
I think it's similar. I feel like at that point in time, like, there was a lot of like bad connections, I think, but then I found, like, luckily we found like a good connection. It was like very rare, I think. But I also like don't like dating apps that much because I feel like I can see how like they're just sort of designed to like make people like pay for them.
Think of it as like TikTok. Literally being like, we have to swipe, like, but if we wanted more swipes, we have to like,
you have to like pay. Yeah.
There was this comedian, I literally saw this yesterday. It was so funny. He was like, I'm gonna make a dating app called Humble, and it's literally about like, you can super reject people instead of super like them. And if you super reject people, then you can buy these $9.99 shields, and you have to time it properly where you put the shield up and then that super reject bounces off your shield and then super rejects them for 24 hours.
So funny.
No, it was so fucking funny. Like, I was like, that's accurate. Like,
that's
like, and it's
real.
called Humble. It's called Humble. Be humble. You can reject people. Yeah. Also, instead of like, you know, you swiping right and you both matching when you like, it's like, if you both swipe left and reject each other, you match, and then you be like, you have to be like,
it's like
why did you reject me? Like,
it like
you
call, to, like,
it calls you out, and I was like, this is genius. I was like, this is a great app. I would go on that app. But I feel like people would like not necessarily reject. It would be like they would start liking people on the reject because they know that would be the case.
Yeah, like
it would only work for like the first 5 minutes of you using it, and then they're like, what the fuck? Like, is this broken?
Yeah, people would just like adapt to it.
But dating apps are crazy. But I will say, I guess to answer your first question that you asked me here is how did you get into it? Into like photography and whatnot. Bumble business. I'm telling you, like I wouldn't have been here if I didn't swipe right on this certain individual where we scheduled a shoot with each other. One of my, like, it was like my second shoot, but it was my first shoot in LA. And we did this shoot, and it was like, you know, it's not high tech. It was literally me wearing clothes and like posing. It wasn't uncomfortable at all. And then his roommate was like, you should come to this birthday party. It's his birthday party, the photographer's. And I was like, okay. And I was like a senior in college. So I was like, I need to go out more. I'm going to be moving to LA potentially. You know, who knows who I'll meet. But I didn't think of it like, you know, networking. I didn't understand what that meant. Or, you know, I was fucking 21. Like, I was 21 in college getting my Bachelor of Fine Arts in Musical Theater. I didn't fucking know what networking was. Like, so I went to the party and I met one of my closest friends who does my hair, who's my hairstylist, Finn. That's and cool. I wouldn't have met her if I didn't swipe right on Bumble Business, do a photo shoot, start doing photos in general. And that's how I started, honestly.
Yeah, it's really cool how that happens. It's really cool. Like, I remember one time I like randomly, it was when I was living in San Diego and I was like doing music and I like randomly went to an open mic and then I met my friend Michael there and we've been friends for like probably like 7-ish years just from randomly meeting at like an open mic.
Solid.
Yeah, just because we like vibed.
That's what I'm saying is that like you meet these people in your life.
And I almost like didn't go.
Bro.
Like I almost just like didn't go.
I barely like scheduled that photo shoot.
Yeah.
But come to find like my friend, not that she wasn't going to go to the party, but she was like she just kind of like started getting to know them too. Like that group of people. So we were all like new to this friend group at the time.
Yeah.
So it was like by chance all of this happening it was really interesting.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, this is crazy. But life is crazy in the way. It brings you together with people who you wouldn't think in such odd ways. And shout out to Bumble Business. I wouldn't be where I am. Sponsor me. I'm kidding. Don't do that. I don't want that.
Bumble.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, I had some like, I remember my worst interaction on Bumble Business was like matching with someone and we talked and I was like, oh, this person sounds pretty cool. And then it was like, we did a Zoom call and then it was like them trying to get me to sign up for like an MLM.
What is that?
Like a multi-level marketing thing. Like,
bro, I almost like this guy was trying to advertise like being like my finance guru.
Yeah.
And he was like, this is a free consultation. Like, because I was like trying to get into investment. Money and I was like, bro, get off this fucking app. Yeah. Stop. It's a lot of finance people and real estate people. If you look at, like, have you noticed that?
Yeah.
It's very interesting to me.
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting. But.
Yeah. So is there anything that you're excited for the near future? Like any like plans that you have or like stuff that you're working on or hope to do?
It's interesting. I always have just random shoots here and there scattered about. So it's like I never know what's coming next.
Yeah.
That is exciting but stressful at the same time. But I think like halfway through the year I figure out what I want to do for my birthday for a shoot. And I haven't been a clown in a while. And I was like, I want to be a clown. But I did it in the way of like I'm turning 25, so quarter life crisis.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be like a baby clown like like in a red wagon. And my best friend's going to be pulling the wagon, like smoking a cigarette, like being like one of like those like mafia moms that are like, we're going to don't worry. We're going to get to the park soon. You're going to, eat some dirt, whatever. And I'm like, I'm like a child. Like I'm going through my quarter. We're both clowns, like going through it. But she's like older. So she's like she's 27 right now. So it's as if she's already past that. So she's my like mom.
Yeah.
And I'm going through like, oh no. So I guess like I'm really excited for that shoot because I love to be a clown and like I love shooting with my friends and I think it's really exciting every time we do it. And I've created like, not like I say I've created, I think it's a we thing. Like, me, my friends, like, we've created a space where we can create art and support each other at the same time. And I think that's really something to, I mean, I admire all of them for it. Like, I admire their work. I admire their effort they put in. They put just as much effort as I do, if not more. Like, to ideas, I just pitch them and they're like, yeah, I like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They just trust me. They don't even know. Like, my photographer, shout out to Rafi out there. He just shows up. Like, this man does not really know, like he just shows up and he's like, here, you know, he recently got engaged, like, fully doing his life. He shows up to my shoots. He fucking rocks it. And he just, like, doesn't know what's going on. And I love that because it's like, you know, me and Dana, my makeup
He's just,
artist,
like, ready.
you know, he's ready. She, you know, like, we talk about the makeup look and I'm solidifying the ideas and everything, the concepts and why, like, because everything has a connection. If you look at the makeup, if you look at the outfit, everything is purposeful to that character, what they're feeling. So we'll discuss it. Same with Finn, with my hair, if she does my hair that day for the shoot. But it's all discussed. Rafi just shows up and he's like, okay, let's go. Like, what are we doing? Which is great. Like, they just, it's trust. Like, I've never been with a group of people who trust my judgment ever. I don't know why they trust me. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's like, it's weird, but it's cool at the same time.
Really fun. They probably have, like, a great time.
Oh, yeah. Like, I always try to bring people on set that just, like, finds joy in what we're doing. Like, if you don't want to be a part of it, cool. I'm not forcing you. Like, you know, I'm not, like, I'd be upset. I'm like, damn, you don't want to, like, be there. But I'm not going to be like, fuck you. Like, you didn't fucking show up to my thing unless you promised and you, like, were a part of it in a really big way. That would be the only time I'd be like, damn, like, that's fucked up. Don't do that. Don't say yes to something and then don't come. I think I like people who are committed, driven, see a vision, trust it, but also gives their 2 cents. I think that's important. Like, my whole thing when I shoot, especially if I'm not modeling or someone else is modeling, or I am modeling and it's my concept and it's a new photographer or a new makeup artist, and I just preface, I'm like, hey, well, sorry, that was crazy.
Oh, it's okay.
Hey, let me tell you, if you have any idea, if you have any poses, if you see something that I don't see, speak up. We're a team. We're trying to get a vision to life. It's not just me. I'm not the big boss lady. Like, we're a team. If there's something you see that I'm not doing, or if there's something that you can branch off of what I'm doing, speak up or forever hold your peace. You know what I mean? Like, I want the vision to look great. I hopefully think you do too. So let's get to that all together. So long story short, I'm really excited for all the projects that I have coming up with people, miscellaneous people, projects for people that I don't even know in the future that want to work with me. I think I just want to create more art slowly but surely. I'm trying not to force it down people's throat or my throat. Like, I don't like doing 5 photo shoots in a week and feeling like, yeah, they're great, and they're just basic ass photos. Like, no, like, I want it to be something curated, something meaningful, something not rushed.
Cool. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And then one more question that I've been dying to ask, like, when you have, like, for example, like, your idea for your shoot, how does the idea, like, come into your brain? Like, do you just get, like, the images? Like,
okay.
do you, like, how does it, like, form, I guess?
Okay. So, like I said, you know, a lot of my shoots are based off of how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
I'll give you 2 examples of how something could come to life. There's this one time where this photographer bailed bailed on us, and I was in the makeup chair, and the makeup artist was like, damn, like, I skipped work for this. And I was like, me too. Like, we skipped work for this. And I said, you know what? I'm going to get a photographer, and you do whatever makeup you want to do. She was like, well, I have this lizard skin. Do you want to use it? And she was like, yeah, like, let's do this. And she put on the lizard skin, and while she was doing my makeup, I created a concept called Dried Up. And how I did it, because I was like, lizards live in deserts. But honestly, like, I'm just so overworked, and, like, I feel like I've no more ideas left in me. Like I felt that way when I was getting my makeup done. I was like, I feel like I have no ideas, and I'm trying to like, do this for this girl, like so she can, she skipped work for this, so I want to please her. And I created this concept called dried up because I was like, oh, I feel like I have no ideas. Like I feel like I'm in the desert, like this lizard. Like I feel dried up and scaly and disfigured, and I'm in and then I was like, wait, I should do it where I'm like, it looks like I'm in an office and all the papers are flying around. And so I created this idea based off of literally not having an idea. That's one example.
That's so cool. Yeah.
It's weird. Like I was like, oh, I'm dried up. I feel like, and I think like everything, come on, people out there, if you don't read captions, fuck you. Sorry. If you don't read stories of art, then you're not an artist yourself. Clearly. Anyway, this one's called Dried Up. It's we overwork ourselves in this society to the point where we are dried up, sucked of joy and the will to keep going. It feels as though there's no end or solution from the abundance of thought and spark to the feeling like there are no ideas left, especially as a director. But we must seek guidance in order to get the moisture back, revitalize ourselves with our surrounding area. Help is here when we need us. So they did this makeup on me and I got a fit on and I was like, yeah, I feel dried up. This has to be in a, business. And then I guess like, ooh, what do I talk about? Oh, this one. This one's my baby. This one, if you look on my Instagram on Peanut Wizard, this one is called a circus liquor. And it's nothing to do with liquor, obviously. But it's about clowns. And this one was like a full-fledged concept, and I had it for a long time. And this concept just was like, I've noticed all my friends look at themselves and try to be something for society or be something for someone, or someone approaches so pretty much there's 3 clowns. There's a punk clown, there's a sad clown, there's a happy clown. The happy clown looks like they're sad. They're dressed in blue, like they look somber. Their makeup's somber, but yet their makeup has a smiley face on it because they're happy. But you get approached and you're like, are you okay? Like you look sad. You're like, no, I'm actually content right now. So it's like how society is perceiving you. Then there's the sad clown that has bright colors, is always bundle of joy when they see people. It's like Robin Williams being like, I want people to find joy because I can't, kind of thing. And so they're like, I want society to perceive me as happy, even though deep down I'm not.
Yeah.
And then the punk clown's just like anarchy. They don't give a fuck. Like,
that's cool. I like.
So it's like that concept was based off of like how I felt in society as a whole. I was like, I feel like I'm always approached like if I'm okay, if I don't fucking have a smile on my face all the time. So I have to be that sad clown where I'm like projecting happiness all the time because people are going to approach me if not, and they're going to see if I'm sad. But I also like am angry at the world. Like I'm the punk clown where I'm like fuck this. Like I'm all those things. But I made it into like an entire concept. That's actually going to be a world building concept where I have like another idea for it.
Okay.
Because this is how like, they're out in society looking like this. And the next one is going to be, what are they like in their own bedroom? And it's called Dear Diary. So it's
that's
like
really cool.
What they're writing.
Like in their personal life.
Yes, what they're like in their personal life. So those concepts kind of just come to fruition based off of how I'm feeling, based off of if I need to let that feeling go. A lot of my concepts, I'll do a photo shoot and I'll just release that feeling. That's hence why the misplaced one had to be done immediately, because I was like, I can't, like, so much traumatic things happened. I need to release it. So I need to do this shoot. It's kind of just like a release. So those concepts come into fruition, and then I'll pick them and be like, okay, I can let that one go.
Yeah.
Now. So it's kind of hard to describe like how those concepts came to fruition, but the one example, the dried up one, came out because I was like, fuck, like I have no ideas like left, and wait, that's a great concept, and she's making me a lizard, and lizards are dry. You know what I mean?
It's like coming to like a puzzle piece.
It snowballs. All of the concepts kind of snowball into something, and then I kind of rationalize after that, like, why would they wear that? What does that character do? Like, why do they? And then that's when the posing comes to play, where you're like, how would they pose?
Yeah.
How would they sit down properly? Are they weird? Or like, it's kind of like an actor character, like developing their character through a movie. That's like at least like how I do it.
That's cool, but it's like frames that you're getting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool. Yeah.
I'm scared that my camera died.
We can check it. Is it alive?
It's alive, but it wasn't recording.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we have the phone anyway, so it's fine.
Which one?
Is there anything else that you want people to know before we?
Not necessarily about me, but I think like reaching into yourself and knowing you are the decider of a lot of the things you do. You can make choices that bring you to something. Anything that goes on in your life, you can overcome it. My mom says be the buffalo, which means because buffaloes, when they're like, they don't really hibernate, they go through the storm. Like, be the buffalo, go through the storm, do what you got to do to become who you want to be. Because at the end of the day, you decide. Truly, it's choices. It's all up to choices. And I need to fucking take my own advice. You know what I mean? Like, I can say all these things
I know what you mean.
and tell you, but I'm fucking human too. Like, I cry all the time, and I'm upset at life. I'm mad at my friends, or, I wish I could have love, but at the same time, I want to be single and free. You know what I mean? I can take my own advice, but I don't, because I'm also human. Like, I'm also going to struggle. I'm also going to go through things. But I think, like, not necessarily about my art. My art speaks for itself, and also, like, read the captions. Then you can understand it. But I think aside from my art, I think people need to be kind. Life is really hard right now. And
especially in the world today.
Life will keep being hard.
Yeah.
It will. But the one thing you can't control is being kind to everybody. There's no when we say, like, the human race, like, we're talking about the race of humans, right? We're not talking about the race of someone's skin or what they look like, or, humans are humans for who they are, not what they look like. And I think people need to close their eyes a little bit and listen, instead of opening their eyes and assuming and judging. Right now we're getting into that every 50 years there becomes concentration camps for a certain human race.
Okay.
Right now it's people who are Asian, people who are Mexican getting deported for what? Like, they're honestly the backbone of our country.
Yeah, they're like trying to, like, go to school and, like,
I work with kids, and we literally half of my school didn't come to school because they didn't want ICE to get them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm living it right in front of me, and it's just, the advice I could give people is just be kind. It's not that hard. It's harder to be mean to someone because you're putting more energy. You're putting more energy into that. It's easier to be like, "What's up, bro? Like, how are you doing?
Yeah.
How was your day?"
100%.
Or not even talk to them. You don't have to talk to them. It's just like,
which is fine to you.
Just like a smile and walk away.
Yeah.
Like, I think I've had the best encounters by people I didn't know who were just kind to me.
Mm-hmm.
The best.
It
encounters.
means a lot, because sometimes people can go through a whole day where they're not saying hi to anyone, and it's like you're their only interaction.
And it's easier to talk to your friend and always have those encounters, but when it comes to a stranger that comes up to you and is like, "I hope you have a great day," I'm like, whoa, like, that's awesome. Like, that, like, wow, you don't even know me and you want me to have a great day.
Mm-hmm.
I think our world is crumbling. It's always been crumbling. It's never not been crumbling. I've been seeing a lot of propaganda posts of, like, I'm just doing my job, and it's, the fucking Indians getting arrested or killed, and then it's like, I'm just doing my job, and then it's people from Japan getting, like, and then I'm just doing my job. It's like the Nazis, like, arresting, like the Jews, and then now it's present day. Like, I'm just doing my job, and it's ICE taking immigrants away. And I'm like, it just, history repeats itself, and it's so clear. And I'm like, I don't understand why we can't see it, but it's just because we have the human dilemma of, like, oh, we need power. Like, I need power, and when I keep it, I need to keep it. Like, when I get it. So I think, non-politically speaking, just be kind.
Definitely.
Sorry, 100%. Just like, it's very, very prominent in our day to day right now.
Yeah, it's really important. Right now.
Taking detours because of the protests is crazy. But they out there. If I didn't work, I'd be out there too.
Yeah, so, I'm glad we touched on it for sure.
Yeah, but that's pretty much it. Nothing much for me. Peanut Wizard is an ever changing character. It's hard to describe like something I can tell them in one short sentence at the end of this podcast, you know?
Yeah,
Like I said, the art speaks for itself.
definitely.
And it's the people who I work with that are great and incredible, and shout out to them.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, thank you so much. This was like so fun.
Yay.
I'm really glad we did this.
First podcast, period.
Yeah. Yeah. Props to you for sure.
Thank you.
And I'll see you guys in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye. Awesome.
Good job. High five.